Hey guys, ladies and gentlemen, it's Virtual Nunchucks, and yes, it is Friday night. For me, it's about 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but my grandmother has finally gone back with my parents. We've had a good time, but I wanted to get something out on the channel. As you can see up on the screen, I have started Black Ops 4. We got this because we love the idea of Battle Royale. And being able to play together Battle Royale. Not only that, but the gunplay for Call of Duty always has been smooth, always has been tight, and even something that somebody with a disability like myself can play. I may not be very good at it, as you always can tell. If you watch any of my streams when I play it with other people, you can tell I'm not good with first-person shooters. I'm not good with that because the reflexes that are required I don't have. I do it for fun. I do it to hang out with you guys. But that is not what I'm going to talk about for just a minute. Two things, actually. If you like our content here, before I get started, if you like our content here, please drop me a like on the video. Please also, if you subscribe, if you're new around here, subscribe and hit the notifications bell, because if you do, you'll be the first one to be notified of new videos and new content that come out on this channel. We're always putting something out, whether it be reviews, opinion pieces, gameplay, live streams, you name it. We pretty much do it. And I would like to say thank you to all of my subscribers on YouTube. All of my subscribers are appreciated. Thank you very much for your support. And we appreciate it, because that means that you like what we're doing, and we appreciate that. I also want to give a shout out to those wonderful people over at the Voltage Tech Shop. They are sending, I ordered those grips I was telling you about, and they are shipping out, I believe, today. So we're looking forward to getting those here to review those and take a look at those. And I'm kind of hoping they help a lot for me, because maybe I can improve my aim on Call of Duty or any other shooter that I play. So I want to give them a shout out and say thank you. I did order them, I did pay for them, so they're not sponsored. I'm hoping they work out well, because I'm planning on doing a giveaway for you guys too. So we'll see how that works out. Anyway, something that I want to ask as a rhetorical question. I've seen a lot of Dear Treyarch videos. Please give us this, please give us that, to improve the overall Call of Duty experience. And just for the record, I am not a big Activision supporter. I used to back in the day when they had the James Bond license. I would play every James Bond game that came out, because I am a James Bond fan. But I never was really big on Call of Duty until Call of Duty 4. I have played them all, don't get me wrong, just about all of them, up until Call of Duty 4. But Call of Duty 4 was kind of my stopping point. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, and then Modern Warfare 2 and 3, I did play those. But I started not liking Activision a whole lot because of the way they were treating their studios and their people. And it seems like, if you go look around the internet right now, it seems like that is still going on, because Bungie is leaving Activision very shortly. And they're taking the Destiny franchise with them. Now, if you don't know who Bungie is, they are the first people who created the Halo franchise for the Xbox. Now, I was able to play Halo at my brother's, because he had an Xbox 360 and an Xbox when the Xbox was popular, and my cousins had an Xbox. So I was able to play Halo, and I have to say that was a very fun game to play. The gunplay was very tight, and the narrative was awesome. So I am sad at the same time to hear that they are leaving Activision, but at the same time, if it's better for them and they can create something that is not filled with microtransactions and all kinds of other garbage and stuff, then good for them, and I hope they succeed. What I would like to say to Treyarch right now about Call of Duty is that for someone like me with disability, with reflex issues, and with eye and hand coordination issues because of my cerebral palsy and things, I was very disappointed to learn when I booted the game up, and I've waited months to discuss this because I've tried to play the modes, tried to play multiplayer, tried to play different things, and I wanted to kind of give my thoughts on the state of the game right now. As a person who struggles with fine motor skills and reflexes and things like that, one of the things that I absolutely enjoyed about both Treyarch's Treyarch's Call of Duty and Infinity Ward's Call of Duty franchises is the aim assist for controllers. Now, you might say, well, Virtual, it's still there. Yes, it's still there, okay? It's still there. You can use pistols, you can use assault rifles, and you can still get the slowdown, and you can get the aim assist where it'll track your enemies for you a little bit, and etc. But that is only on assault rifles and pistols and submachine guns. And one of my favorite things to do in Call of Duty, always has been, is to be a sniper. Because I don't have fast reflexes to begin with. So the idea, for example, in Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, the idea was to be able to sit in the back of a map or in a building somewhere. And yes, I was a camping sniper because in real life that's what snipers do. They sit and they wait for targets, okay? So I was a camping sniper. I'll own that. And I'm okay with that. Because I wouldn't own the game, but I would enjoy the game because I would actually be able to take my time and snipe. But not only that, they had aim assist so that I could practice quick scoping. Now, I wasn't the greatest quick scoper. If you want quick scoping tips and you want to be able to quick scope like a pro, you don't need to be talking to me. You need to be talking to people like Dr. Disrespect, and you need to be talking to people like Shroud, and you need to be talking to people like I don't know, pick your favorite Call of Duty streamer, Drifter maybe, or something like that, okay? That's not me. But I was able to get pretty good at quick scoping because, and I say pretty good, by that I mean 6, 7, 8, sometimes I'd make up to 11 kills in a match. Now, that's not going to win me the match in a free-for-all. It's not going to win me the match sometimes in a team situation, but it would be respectable. It would be okay, all right? And they took away aim assist for sniping rifles. All sniping rifles in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 do not have aim assist in any way, shape, or form, which makes it very difficult for me, or anyone like me, to be able to enjoy the game to its fullest potential. For example, okay, I came here to the team deathmatch screen so I could show you my class. I actually don't like that attachment, but I have played with the Paladin and gotten a few kills with this gun. However, I've gotten very few kills with this gun because in order to do it, I have to resort to camping and sniping some people who are not paying attention to their surroundings. In other words, grandpa sniping, the hard scoping and all that stuff. And that's very hard to do in this game because the maps are so tight. Because of lack of aim assist, if I'm off by a millisecond, by a millimeter, or by an inch, or half an inch, I'm off, and I don't have any way to adjust that because of my development issues. And you might say, well, tough luck, Virtual. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the game. I realize that, but why remove a feature that's always been there since the days of first-person shooters on consoles? Why remove a feature that's always been there for people? And it's not so much that I want to see that back for people like Shroud or Dr. Disrespect or Vis or... Okay, I love those people. I'm glad they're good at what they do. Okay? I'm glad for them. I want to see it back as a accessibility feature for disabled gamers. because I have to not be the only person who misses aim assist, who maybe plays it with their son or with some friends just to have some fun and enjoy a game together and not struggle. You're going to struggle anyway if you have a disability like myself. You're going to not, you're not going to be on the top of the leaderboards. You're not going to be winner of games that you play. You're just not. It's not going to happen. Because of the reflexes that are required. And I don't have those. But I used to be able to at least have a little bit more fun with the auto-aim feature on sniping rifles. So, if you're out there listening, I doubt you'll listen to me, Treyarch, because I only have about 11 subscribers, which I'm proud of. I'm proud of my 11 subscribers. I'm proud to be somebody that they like to listen to and listen and hear my opinions on things. I'm an old gamer, according to my son, I'm ancient. I've been around with the dinosaurs. And I guess gaming-wise, I've been around with the Atari and the Atom II home computer system back in 1985. So I guess from that perspective, I am a dinosaur. Okay? My first Windows was 3.11. Okay? So I've seen a lot. But I thought we were progressing with accessibility features. Right now I can turn off, I can turn the colorblind feature on if I'm colorblind. I can, let's see, what else can I do? Let's see, hold on. Let's see if the content filtered, nope. Yeah, I mean, I can do all kinds of stuff with the controls for, or was anyway. I can't find it right now, but there's different things that will assist me, like colorblind filters and stuff like that, and I can't remember where it is. Okay, but I don't understand. Okay? I don't understand why you'd take something like that away. And you might say, well, there it is. Settings. Okay? So if I'm colorblind, I can turn on a colorblind filter. If I've got some other issues, there's a couple things that maybe I can do to help with that. Sensitivity, you can mess around with it to the point where it helps you a little bit. Which, if you notice, I play around 8 or 9. Okay? Because it helps me be able to at least spin and get a shot off. I may miss, but it's there. Okay. So anyway, that's my one gripe. That's my one thing, other than the microtransactions in this game, that I wish for people like myself who have disability and who struggle with things, they would have left something alone. Okay, because it's not going to affect everybody. It's not going to do a whole lot of people any favors. But it would have done me some favor. And you might complain, well, but if you have aim assist, of course you're godlike with a sniper because you have a little bit of an assist. Well, that's okay. People like me need assists, okay? I walk with a cane sometimes. I use a wheelchair. I need assists to get around. If I'm going to change a light bulb in my house, I need assists. Most of the time, I don't even do it because I can't. I can't balance myself well enough to do it. So, yes, people like me need assists. I wish that aim assist was a thing in this game for sniping rifles, okay? But that's just one major gripe that I have. From a standpoint of a disabled person. Now, as far as the game itself, I would prefer that there not be any microtransactions of any kind. However, since it's just presently cosmetic, with the exception, I believe, of the SWAT, which was a... Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. I actually have it. Which was a loot box thing. Once you reached tier 100, you got a weapon, which was the SWAT rifle in multiplayer. Now, it's all over Blackout. You can play Blackout mode and find it all over the place. This is an okay weapon. I've used it. I'm not angry because it's not OP, but it is definitely a respectable weapon. And I know people could technically pay for it. Okay, but you got to pay a bunch of money for the different things to get them. So it's kind of sort of not advantageous to do that. Just play it until you get it. And I'm okay with that. But I kind of wish that they didn't put weapons in the contraband. Okay? So that's another gripe that I have. The other thing that I wish they'd put in here, after playing with it since early December, is I wish that they would put in here a ranking system. And a ranking system in multiplayer. For example, I am not going to be the next Dr. Disrespect. I'm not going to be the next Shroud. I'm not going to be the next... who's another big one? Anyway, I'm not going to be the next level gaming. For all I know, he could be better than me. Okay? Next level, if you're listening, man. I don't know. You might be. All right? I'm not going to be those guys. But I wish they would put a ranking system in so that at least I could have a competitive match. I might win one or two if I'm better than the next guy by a little bit. And I wish there was a way to do that. I'm sure there is. I'm sure it would require a lot of more coding than they probably want to do, but I'm sure that there is a way to do it. So that it could be more competitive. For example, I would rather play with somebody around my skill level. Okay? Skill-based ranking system is what I'm going for. I'd rather play with somebody around my skill level, have a chance to win. That makes it more enjoyable for me. And probably more enjoyable for the people around my skill level instead of running into people like Shroud. And I haven't played with Shroud, so I don't know. You know, I haven't seen Shroud in the lobbies or anything like that. Because they play mostly on PC anyway. But I'm just saying, I would rather play with someone around my skill level so that I don't feel like I suck at life sometimes. Okay? It's not that I don't feel that way personally because I have a high confidence and self-esteem about myself. I don't feel that way. But there are times where I get very frustrated. And if you listen to my live streams, if I'm not playing with a gamer and I happen to be playing with this, if I'm not careful, you'll hear me say, I hate that. And it's not that I hate the fact that my poor aim got me shot or that the guy that's shot me is better than me. What I'm hating is the fact that my disability prevents me from having fun. And gaming, first and foremost, should be fun. I love Team Deathmatch because if you look at my stats here, I actually get to win occasionally. I've played 139. I've had 139 wins. I've had 12. Is that right? 1,200 kills? No, 538 kills. And I have had quite a few losses, as you can see right there. But it allows me to play and win. And now I have done alright for myself as far as the medals. But that's because I practice. I play this and I practice. And I practice and I practice. Because I try to use it as a therapy to improve my eye and hand coordination and to improve, if I can, my motor skills and improve my reflexes, because I was told a long time ago as a child that you need to be able to do stuff like that. Okay? So that's my thing. I would love to see skill-based things, because maybe I could win more. Maybe some people who are struggling could win more, or at least compete at a fairly decent level. One of the other things I'd like to see in this game, again, an accessibility feature maybe, would be the ability, I don't know, to, well, aim assist would probably take care of that. I was going to say, the ability to, seemingly aim better, but again, aim assist would probably take care of that. When I say aim better, I don't like sometimes how you think you have him in the crosshairs, you know, the little white box you will, for your crosshairs. And then you pull up your scope and you're looking at the door or the wall next to the guy, okay? Instead of the guy. But that might be, again, that might be a aim assist problem. I would like to see, you know, maybe some different maps for Blackout, okay? Because I've noticed that here in the last week or so, I don't know if it's map fatigue or what, but I've noticed that here in the last week or so, it's been a little bit harder to get into Blackout, because, or you might wait a little bit longer for a game to launch, and you'd be in the deployment and the staging area for a long time, because people seem to be getting map fatigue. They already know where all the great drops are. They already know where everything is, and it's just basically the same old, over and over again. And I'd like to see some map rotations. They do it in multiplayer. I hear that they do it in... I haven't played PUBG, but I knew that they have, I think, 4 or 5 maps for that particular game, and they rotate them. So I know it's possible to do. I think that would be a good idea for Call of Duty Blackout. They have enough history in the last 20 or so years to design more maps. They got enough material, they could probably do it. And I know it's a Treyarch game, so you'd have to go back to like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, you know. I know that. And pull some stuff. So, I don't know. You know, but that's just an idea. I'd love to see that, or at least new content added to the map. I mean, we have Hijacked, which is the boat out there on the sitting on the water. But I'd like to see a little bit more that they could possibly maybe add and make bigger maps and stuff. So maybe slow down the gameplay a little bit. Not a whole lot, because Call of Duty's always been fast-paced, but slow it down just a little bit. I'd also kind of like to see better stats. And better tracking of your stats, because, for example, in order for me to go to see my other stats in Blackout, I have to go to the actual mode, and then it kind of gives me the same kind of screen that you see here, okay? And you know, there's got to be a better way to track your career stats over the life of a game, and your life in the game and stuff like that. So there's got to be a better way to do it. I know previous games had a really awesome stat tracker. Previous Call of Duty games, previous Blackout games had a really awesome Call of Duty stat tracker and career tracker, and I wish they had implemented that in this game. A little word about the specialists. I love the specialists, okay, from the standpoint that I love the variety of people that you have. If you want to be an ambusher, you be somebody like Nomad. Nomad's my favorite, because if I'm going to get kills in the game, sometimes it has to be through trip mines. Okay, I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes I know exactly where somebody's going to be or come out, and so I put a trip mine there and just wait for it to go off, okay, while I'm doing other things. Alright, so I like Nomad, okay. I like the specialists. There's a different variety of them. However, I have to say, Prophet's Seeker Drone has got to be one of the most OP things I've ever seen in my life. Because if you get caught with it, if you don't react quickly enough and do that QuickTime event at the beginning, you're dead. You're pretty much just dead. Okay, which I know is what they were going for. I get that. Okay, but that seems to be the most annoying thing in the world. I will not complain about the 9 bangs Ajax uses. Okay, I figure if you're going to use Ajax and you want to use a 9 bang, you go right ahead. If you want to use a concussion grenade, a flashbang, you go right ahead. They've had flashbangs since Call of Duty Modern Warfare, so You want to use a flashbang, blind me so I can't see you and shoot me? That's fine. That's cool. I'm good with that. So that's fine. My virtual mom just came and pulled up in the driveway, in the garage. So I'm going to get off of here. But those are my thoughts right now on the game and the state of the game that it's currently in. I would like to see, honestly, I would love to see them buff a few guns. Or, you know, something to do with the armor, because the armor's still a little screwy. It's better, don't get me wrong, it's better. But I can't tell you how many shots I've put in a guy and heard ding 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 ding, and known that he should have gone down a long time ago. Okay? And I know that's what armor's for, and there is a fix for that. It's called FMJ on multiplayer. I'm talking about on Blackout, though. Okay? Because it seems like when I get a beat on a guy, it takes forever to get him down. However, when they do the same thing to me, I die in 15 seconds. Or, you know, a lot less than that. Probably 2 seconds. Ding, 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 and I'm dead. So, I don't know if it's just me and I can't aim or what. But anyway, those are my thoughts on the game. I may even not put this one up. I'm not real sure. But keep in mind that on Tuesday, we will do a live stream from Twitch for the first time. I do have to replace my HD camera, so it will not be from Streamlabs. But I will definitely do it from here, from the PlayStation. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful, wonderful Monday. We're going to go get checked out and everything, make sure I can stream live and make sure my headset's going to be okay and all this stuff. So y'all look forward to that. We're looking forward to that. We're excited, and we'll see you then.